you know, black men are always saying black women don't respect us, you know, they don't submit to us and all this. How can I submit to a emasculated man?
What? So you're saying every single black man is emasculated now?
The thing is, I've actually dated a lot of black men, and I have dated white, dated Asian. I've been around the block, not in a bad way, but I always got this sense that black men, that I just don't want to respect them.
Well, that's something to do with you.
No, it's the energy they give off.
No, it's something to do with you because it's the guys that you attract.
But that's the thing, even if they are qualified, university graduate, high paid job,
But then
they just
that
lack.
even make that listen, the common denominator is you. If you're
How
saying
am I the
listen, because you're saying you've dated all these different types of this is what you're alluding to. You've dated all different types of men and all different types of black men, but you don't feel like you want to respect them. You're the common denominator, so it's you. So you got to ask yourself, why don't you want to respect a black man?
because they don't respect themselves.
What? So all the men you've dated didn't respect themselves.
Well, I've dated three black men, and it's just the way they carried themselves.
In what do you mean by that? In what way?
Well, I'll give you an example. One of them I've actually worked with. To white people, he gives off this attitude of you know, he wants to be all friendly, but then when it came to the black girls, he was rude. You know, he had this attitude, and I was just, for me, it was just like, because I'm a black woman, and I just thought, why is he so nice to the white girls, but then to the black girls, he's got attitude.
So why did you date him then?
Well, I dated him because I thought, you know, a high paid job, maybe I can get up there someday. Well, he was the manager of the place.
You wanted to use him. That's what it was. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say use him, but
Let's
I
keep
just
it
thought,
real. You wanted to. He
I
was the manager of the job. You observed that he was nice to white people and to your fellow sisters. He was mean, but you thought I'm gonna date him regardless of that because he's the manager and I could get a leg up in the company.
no, he actually asked me out. I didn't even want him to begin with because I just thought
Did
he
you
was
go out with him though?
he was a bit too old for me. I
Did you
did,
go
of course. Yeah, of course I did.
So, and the reason why you went out with him, even though you have all these reasons why you didn't like him, and you still went out with him because you wanted to use him because he was in a position of power.
Yes, I can't say that's, you know, of course, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one example. You're saying that he basically he was kissing white people's ass. That's what you're basically saying.
Basically, yeah.
All right. What about the other two black guys? Because there's only three of them that you've dated so far. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Go on. What's the other two? What are the other two black guys like?
One of them I met in a club, and obviously, but
He was a party boy.
he was a party boy, and I just thought, you know, maybe he will teach you how to be, because I am quite introvert, and he was an extrovert, so I just thought maybe dating him will get me out of my shell, and he started putting me down.
That couldn't have been, that recent. So he was young. You was young and he was young. More time, those kind of relationships don't work out anyway. You admitted he's a party boy. He's not a serious guy. Serious.
Mm.
That's it. What about the last black guy? What was he like?
The last one was my trainer.
Personal trainer, yeah?
Yeah, he was a personal trainer, and
Mm.
there was just literally I felt like he was, you know, he was a good looking guy, he was sweet and everything, but it was just he didn't have a sense, because I wanted to travel and do all these things, and I just felt like his ambitions were quite low for me.
Basically, he wasn't making enough money. He didn't have enough resources and he didn't want to do the extracurricular activities that you wanted to do. Those three, one, two, three black men in comparison to non-black, why is it you feel like you could respect the non-black guys?
Right, I've dated a Middle Eastern guy. They just have this sense of like masculinity. You know, they'll open the door for you, they'll pay for the dinners, you know, they'll treat you like a lady. Um, they had this sense of confidence. They knew what they wanted, and they weren't shy to say, because with the black guys, it was always about physical and sex, and it was just, except the one, the manager guy, but the other two was more about sex and physical attraction and things like that. But these guys, they you know, they knew what they wanted, they knew where they were heading. And I just feel like, why can't black men be like that?
I always find it weird that black women like you don't seem to understand that we are playing a different game, and comparing black men in a non-black country is totally unfair. It's ironic that when it's black women being disenfranchised, black women seem to understand the dynamics very well. But when it's time to maybe be able to understand where black men are coming from, it seems to just escape you lot's understanding. It's like, why can't you be like non-black men? Why can't you be like white men? Why can't you be like Middle Eastern men? Because we're playing a different game.
Okay, but the thing is, the women
No. It's not just okay and then moving on. You need to understand this thing. Because I'm a black guy. You've never been a black guy in your life. And as I said, women in general tend to live life on easy mode, even the ones that are just average at best.
Actually, I'm against that because...
Listen, stop interrupting, bruv.
Okay.
Most of the time, women are given lies. You lot don't have to tackle the truth very often. Us black boys, we're told ugly truths all the time. We're disenfranchised. We're the most hated. And the reason why we're suppressed more than black women are in terms of education and employment is because the establishment understands that it's the men who are the threat, not the women. If black men around the world were the most educated, the most career-minded, the most enrolled in STEM degrees, was the most entrepreneurial, was just the most ambitious, it would totally destabilize the whole system in the world. They like to keep black men suppressed, and that is actually why they like to incentivize black women to excel. Because what happens is they create women like you who say things like, I don't feel like I can respect black men. And because you can never respect a black man, you can never submit to a black man. And therefore, you will never have a functional, healthy relationship with a black man because you don't respect him. And this is subconscious and conscious. So, for instance, that guy that you're talking about who, you know, in the office, he's kissing white people's ass. He's probably had to do that to get to the position he's in. Now you're looking at him, judging him that, oh, why is he nice to white people and blah, blah, blah.
But he's a manager.
Listen,
I understand if we were...
Listen. I'm not excusing his behavior, but I'm trying to make you understand there's a reason for everything. You shouldn't just judge things just on face value. There's something behind it. And for the fact that he still wanted to date you, because remember, you're a black woman, what does that tell you?
He actually started showing interest when I was getting attention from the white guys, which I find it weird. Before, he didn't even look at my way. The minute
he doesn't represent the whole world, so that's that. There's good and bad everywhere. So that is irrelevant. You've dated 3 guys. You're 23 and you've dated 3 guys. You don't really have enough life experience to really judge black men and say you don't respect them. And one of those guys you met in the club. The other guy was your personal trainer. Like, and then you're upset that he's a personal trainer and he's happy being a personal trainer. That's on you. You didn't pick.
It's not just me. It's not just me. I feel like a lot of black women, white women, majority women in the world don't respect black men.
A lot of women make poor choices in men they couple up with anyway. So you're not really in any position to say who you respect and who you don't respect, because you don't even respect yourself when you let, you know, crap guys sleep with you. That's the truth. It's not like you found a black doctor to date or a black solicitor. No, you picked to date your personal trainer. Your own personal trainer at that. It's unfair for women who live life on easy mode to compare black men to non-black men in terms of being successful, why they perfect boyfriends, husbands, etc., etc. We haven't had the same societal forces. Now, I'm not saying black men are exempt from blame. I would never say that. Yeah, but at the same time, you need to understand that it's not an even playing field. It's not. When you said that I don't respect black men, that's a very dangerous thing to say. Really and truly, the reason why a lot of black women feel like this is because of money. Let's keep it real. So don't think I'm here defending bad behavior or being weak. I'm not going to do that. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think black women need to at least empathize with black guys.